Greetings, Mavi family all over the world. This is your chief. Welcome to week 27, the first week of rank advancement, guys. All right, it's 3:10 in the morning. I just spent the last 2 hours speaking to the unbelievable warriors of the V, the business development team. Now, if you guys don't know this, all right, everywhere around the world, all right, Dato Sri Vijay, Japa, the V is represented by amazing men and women, all right, the business development team who is on the ground, who basically represents us, okay, represents your voice back to us, back to Qnet, and they're there to support you, stand by you, organize your events, provide you information, and sometimes we don't give them enough love and gratitude. And so to all the GBD guys all around the world, the Global Business Development Team, this is your chief saying thank you. I love you guys. Thank you for what you do every day. I promised them I would do the shout out at the Wednesday message. Okay. Well, guys, welcome to week 27. It's crazy. VCon fever is spreading all over the planet. Okay. Everyone is rushing to get their tickets because remember, due to various restrictions, we are cutting off, and we have to cut off at 12,000 tickets. Okay, not a single ticket more. All right, okay, something wrong with my eye. Not a single ticket more, guys. So please, all right, get your tickets now, because I can't guarantee you that you'll have tickets if you wait until closer to VCon. Okay, first come, first serve. VCon, Born to Fly World Tour. Hopefully coming to a city near you, if not, if you're lucky enough, to your city, and you get to see the great ones, Arun, Adli, Sati, live in your city, your town, in your arena, wherever in the world. The V is taking the Born to Fly World Tour. ISB happening end of this month in Malaysia. It's been a long time since we had a physical ISB. It's going to be unbelievable, but that's already sold out. You have to find a way to talk to your uplines, beg, scream, cry, but it's limited seats, only qualified people, approved by your V Ambassador upline, and then approved by the VPICs that you can attend ISB, guys. All right, spend a lot of time talking to Dato Sri Vijay. I'm very lucky that today on Wednesday, I get to spend more time with him face to face. I'm going to see him in the evening, get his wisdom, get his guidance, guys. But this is week 27. And I was sharing a lot with the GBD warriors of the V. And today I want to sort of summarize. That was a 2-hour message. I'll try to summarize it in 10 minutes for you guys. All right. Long time ago, I made a video that the biggest mistake that you could make as a networker, whether you're brand new watching me today or you've been around for some time. And this is a lesson I learned in the early days when I was sitting with Dato Sri Vijay. All right. Where he clearly says, okay, this business is directly related to growth. And a lot of people don't understand this. They think that the focus is only on the growth of your checks and the growth of your organization, which is not completely wrong. But the biggest mistake you can make, that you think that you don't have to grow. All right? So this is your commission today, 250. And if you are stuck at 250, don't blame the system. Don't blame your country. Don't blame the price of the products. Don't blame a crisis. Don't blame anything. Blame yourself. Because from the early days, I learned this very valuable lesson from Dato Sri Vijay. That the more you grow, your commission grows. That what you have to understand, when you come into this business, you get what we call basic training. All right, you get training called the 8 basic building blocks. Okay, the welcome, a lot of trainings from your own system. And that is just the beginning. So imagine that your journey in network marketing is like a journey through a university. You got first year, second year, third year, fourth year, and finally you graduate. And here in network marketing, Graduation is maxing out consistently, and even then you don't actually graduate. So this is like the University of Life, Dato Sri Vijay says. And the University of Life, there's no graduation day. Because you got to keep learning, keep growing, keep evolving. The mistake a lot of people make is their checks grow. All right, they grow. And then they think that the checks will keep growing without the need for them to grow. So they stop emptying their cup. They stop attending trainings as a student. They're more like a spectator, like an edified upline. And I'm telling you, you can ask any max out king, max out queen. Even to sustain max out requires consistent growth. So that's why when you come to VCon and you listen to the great ones, Japadas Bismarck, Dato Sri Vijay Ishwan, they don't talk about the product, they don't talk about the complan, they don't talk about the industry, they talk about you. And they talk about your growth. They talk about you understanding the need to constantly evolve and grow. That's why I tell people in network marketing, the beauty about this business, why I love this industry, why I am an ambassador of network marketing, why I love freaking Qnet so much, is because it's not only that you make money, but you grow. You become a better version of yourself every single day. And if you want to raise your checks, you have to grow. And if the day you stop growing, I promise you, the day you lose the ability to empty your cup, to learn, I don't care what the size of your check is. If you want it to grow bigger, if you want it to be consistent, you have to always remain a student. The day you think that you have become a great teacher and you stop being a student, you stop being a great teacher. All great teachers remain great students. I watched this in Japadas Bismarck. I watched this in Dato Sri Vijay. I hope you see it in me. That the only reason I'm able to do what I do, because I make sure I remain a good student to Dato Sri Vijay Ishwan and Japadas Bismarck. Because even as your chief today, even as your upline to the whole global network representing our great founders, I still need to grow. Because if the day I stop growing, my value proposition to you declines. You're going to stop watching the Wednesday message. You're going to stop coming to Instagram Live. All right, that's a simple fact. The day I stop growing, I become useless as an upline to you. The value proposition of an upline is completely dependent on your growth. So now you're just a beginner, no problem. Learn the 8 basic building blocks, apply it, get your checks to 250, 500, 750, 1000 US a week, and then you got to grow. And people ask me, Chief, what else can I grow? Guys, you have so much to learn, because who you are today has only the ability to manage 20 downlines. Now, who you are today, you're not capable of managing 200 or 2,000 downlines. You got to grow. You got to learn more about the art of relationship management, the art of establishing and re-establishing and maintaining trespass consistently. You need to learn how to adapt, adjust, accommodate to different groups of different culture, different belief system, different geographical location. You got to learn how to handle failure more than to handle success. You got to embrace crises and become a warrior, but not only become a warrior, but learn the art of creating other warriors. Now, how are you going to do this? You don't have the ability. You got to learn this ability. You got to learn from somebody better than you, somebody ahead of the journey. You got to empty your cup and learn. That's why I'm telling you, the greatest max out stories in Qnet, if you really study these people, if you follow these people, they're also the greatest students of the V partners, of the founders, that they have never stopped growing, they have never stopped learning. Never make this mistake. Just because you achieve some immediate success, just because you hit your check and next week you get another check and another check and another check, don't fall into the trap of your ego saying you can do it on your own. You can stop growing. You don't have to attend VCon. You don't have to come to ISB. You don't have to go to the system, bro. Just sit down and you will earn and earn and earn, because you are great. You are unbelievable. You're the best of the best of the best. Don't fall into that trap. I've seen so many potentially great networkers lose everything, lose their downlines, their checks collapse, and they ultimately quit simply because they make the mistake of losing that humility to keep growing, evolving, and learning. So imagine you are here right now, and this is you. Your check is zero. All right? You just started signing up. Welcome to the greatest network marketing company in the world. And then you attend a few trainings. You grow. Your checks will follow. All right? Then you attend another system. You grow a little bit. Your checks will follow. Then you find a mentor, a working upline. You shut up, listen, and do. And you spend time engaging. You grow a little bit. Your checks will grow. All right? Then you find out about this handsome Malaysian guy who makes a message every Wednesday. You start watching it. Your checks will grow. Then you heard about VTube. All right, a great RSP product. You buy, you subscribe, you activate, then you get access to all the videos of the great ones, especially Japa and Dato Sri Vijay, and you grow even more. Checks will grow. Then you hear about ISB, all right, and your checks will grow. And then you hear about, you hear about VCon first. Your checks will grow, all right. You have a click, you have a realization. Then you come to a leadership camp, a VLC, your checks will grow. And then you come to ISB, your checks will grow. Now, a lot of people say, Chief, I know people who have been to VCon 10 times and ISB, and their checks drop or their checks didn't go. You know why? Because they didn't come as a student. They didn't come with an empty cup. They didn't come there to learn, to evolve, to grow. They came there because now I'm a big leader, right? Okay, where's my VIP chair? Where is this? Where is that? All right, and they don't grow, guys. I'm telling you, as long as you keep growing, hand on my heart, I guarantee you that your checks will grow. And this requires that innate internal humility to constantly empty your cup and ask and seek and stay in your upline zone and stay in the zone of the V and keep watching the videos and listening to Japa, Dato Sri Vijay, and come to every VCon as a student, not as a participant. Come there to learn, to get another click, another click, another click, and your checks will grow. You grow, checks grow, you grow, checks grow, you grow, checks grow, you grow, commission grow, you go max out, baby. And once you max out, and you say, okay, I've grown enough. I want to stop. I want to quit. I want to sing Kumbaya at home. Your checks will drop. Are you guys with me? You have to sustain, maintain, and then grow. Next tracking center max out. Grow. Next tracking center max out. That's what networking is about. That your evolution, your growth, and your consistent growth has a direct impact on your income. So the people whose income has dropped for whatever reason, the reason is not the problem. Whether it's a crisis or upline disappeared, whatever, no. When that happened, this person decided to stop growing. Their cup became full, their ego became strong, and they just became stagnant. That's why their checks drop. Checks don't drop because a market faces a challenge. Checks drop because that person stopped growing. So even in a crisis, you have to grow. I grew the most during my crises. Every crisis, I see people grow, and those are the people who conquer that market. Those are the people who are maxing out until now. And those people who said, okay, I'm going to stop until the crisis is resolved, then I come back. Wimp. They stop growing. And the minute you stop growing, you don't think you can press the pause button and then press play and then grow again. No, the minute you stop growing, you start to decline and decline and decline, and you go below startup when you became an IR. And this is why I'm still a student of Dato Sri Vijay until today. This is why I'm so blessed to have learned that secret. You want to continue being the greatest networker in the world, guys. You want to continue your checks growing. You want your organization to grow. You want powerful duplication. You want people to follow you. You want loyalty from your network. All of this come back to one point. Grow. Empty your cup. Find a mentor in this business. Right? Don't go find a mentor somewhere else. Find a mentor in this business. Shut up, listen, and do. All right? And keep growing and keep listening. All right? And in the minute you feel you need a speed growth or a spurt of growth, then come to VCon. Come to VLC. Come to ISB. Come to Zone. And that's where you have the biggest breakthroughs and the biggest growth. And when you go back to your organization, I promise you, if you apply what you have learned consistently, all right, you grow. So this is a university of life. There's no summer vacations. There's no breaks. It's consistent, hardcore growth that is going to get you where you are. So your question you must ask yourself is not whether your checks are growing or why your checks are not growing. Don't look there. That's just a mechanism. There's just a big computer calculating and paying you money. If your checks are not growing, I guarantee you, you are not growing. If your checks have stopped, I guarantee you, you have stopped growing. So the question is not why my checks are not growing. Your question should be, why am I not growing? Am I growing? How can I grow faster? How can I evolve? How can I exponentially change to become a great leader I'm meant to be? Who do I need to go and see? Where do I need to go and seek? Whose zone do I have to stay in? How many times do I have to attend every single event? Are you guys with me? Attend every weekend. Right? Every chance you qualify for zone, ISB, VLC, fight to get that seat in these elite events. And fight to make sure you get one of these 12,000 tickets to this weekend, which is going to be sold out in 1 month. Because that is not only a platform for excitement, vairagya, passion and all that, it's about growth. So as I was speaking to the GBD warriors of the V, and I conveyed the same message to them, there are no challenges in life. The bigger the challenge, you can grow to handle it. Because your growth is limitless. There's nothing you cannot handle if you keep growing. So this journey in Qnet is not like any other business. The day you stop growing, your business stops growing. So the key to success in network marketing is not focusing only on the check, not only focusing on the BVs and your people. Focus on yourself. You grow, your organization grows. You grow, your checks grow. All right? You grow. Everything grows, guys. It's common sense. This is why network marketing is one of the most beautiful concepts of entrepreneurship in the world. So this is your chief saying. Start growing. Never stop growing. This is the University of Financial Freedom, baby. There are no summer vacations. There are no breaks. You just keep growing and keep growing and keep growing. Right? And people will grow with you and you'll change the world, I promise you. You grow. Everything else grows with you, guys. This is your chief saying. Start growing. But the most important thing, keep growing. And I'll see you at VCon.